Hey guys, welcome to Investing with Jess, our goal for early retirement. So for this video guys, I just want to share with you some of the research that I have as you know, we have the Fed meeting that will happen tomorrow, September 17, 2025. And as most of investors are actually looking forward for the positive news, of course, based on the previous Fed meeting, there's a likelihood that either the announcement will be positive for the investors or it could be possibly negative for the investor. So what exactly we are waiting for the Fed meeting tomorrow is the decision whether the Fed will cut the rates, and that is a somehow a catalyst for some of the stocks that you guys are investing in. So please stay tuned, and I'm gonna share with you some of the research that I have. So what is the likelihood that the Federal Reserve will cut the interest rates at the meeting tomorrow, September 17, 2025? So here are some of the key factors that would support that it is possible that the Fed will announce a rate cut. So number one, the market consensus. So basically, the overwhelming consensus among the financial market participants is for rate cut. So the CME Group's Fed Watch tool, which tracks the futures trading data, indicates a probability of over 90% for a quarter point, 25 basis points cut. So that is the one of the factors. Then the second factor is that the weakening labor market. So as a primary driver for the expected rate cut is the recent and significant deterioration in the US labor market. So the August jobs report actually showed that as much lower than forecast as increase in payrolls and also in climb in the unemployment rate. So this trend is seen as a major signal that the economy is slowing down, making the Fed more inclined to ease monetary policy to support the employment. So that's the second one. And then the third factor is the economic forecasts. So several economic outlooks from organizations like the Fitch ratings and BNP Paribas project a slowdown in US economic growth for 2025. So this weakening growth, coupled with the softening labor market, provides the economic rationale for the Fed to pivot towards a more accommodative stance. So that's the third one, the economic forecast. And then the fourth is the preemptive market action. So the financial markets have already begun to price in a rate cut. For example, the mortgage rates have been declining ahead of the Fed meeting. And then as the lenders anticipate the central bank's move, so this demonstrates that a rate cut is not only expected but is already having an effect on borrowing costs. So, and then the last factor that would likely decide for the rate cut is the mixed inflation signals. So while the inflation remains slightly above the Fed's 2% target, it is not seen as an insurmountable obstacle to a rate cut. So some forecasts suggest that while tariffs are causing some price pressures, the overall trend of weakening demand will allow the Fed to act. Now let's go to the probability of the rate cut. So based on those factors, why is it possible? I mean, there's a highly likelihood that the rate cut really will be announced tomorrow. Of course, this is not 100% guaranteed, and as a reminder, this is not a financial advice. I'm just sharing with you guys some of the research that I have. So please do your own due diligence and try to research as well some other sources that could be a potential factor for the decision of the Fed tomorrow. So please share in the comments below on this video. So what's the probabilities that driving these factors? So again, the overwhelming market consensus. Okay, so it indicates that the probability of over 90% of a rate cut, it's because of the uh, based on the CME Group's Fed Watch tool. It's widely cited for its real-time probabilities based on futures trading, and also some sources also place the probability as high as 96% for the quarter point cut. And then the second probability is the size of the expected cut. So the most likely scenario is about 25 basis points. So the probability of a larger cut of 50 basis is significantly lower. So meaning the potential announcement will be only for the 25 basis point, which is still, I would say, going to impact, of course, some of the stocks, especially like the real estate, the mortgage related stocks. So I think this video is going to at least impact some of the stocks like Opendoor, that recently the share price is actually spiking up. Not only Opendoor, but like Offerpad and some other related stocks. So for this video, I would like to particularly mention that the Opendoor share price would be significantly affected by this decision. So let's see what will happen, guys. The next is the key economic drivers. So the high probability of rate cut is not just based on market sentiment, but on the recent economic data. So the weakening labor market and the inflation concerns as well. So while inflation remains slightly above the Fed's 2% target, so the recent weakening in the labor market is seen as a more pressing concern, and allowing the Fed to prioritize its employment mandate. So the most likelihood, as we can see, is very high. Of course, we don't know if there's gonna be a surprise in the announcement for tomorrow. So just please take this as lightly in your decision making, and consider to do more research related to the potential factors that could influence the decision by the Federal Reserve during the meeting tomorrow. But I mean, in my opinion, if this will be the case, Opendoor share price could potentially go higher after the Fed meeting. So congratulations, guys, if you are investing in Opendoor. I have few shares still remaining. Those shares that I have in Opendoor are already my profit. So whether the share price will go down or will go higher, I'm still in the win situation. So please make sure that when you are investing in this type of stocks, you are not putting all of your eggs in the one basket, right? So that's, I think, a common advice regarding investing in stocks. So make sure that whatever you invest in this type of stocks are the amount that you are able to at least take for some risk. So I hope this some of the sharings that I have for you guys today is helping you in your investment. And if you have some other information that you want to share, please comment in the video, and so that our members in the channel will also be able to see and understand what are the other factors that maybe could negatively impact the decision of the Fed in tomorrow's meeting. So if you are new to my channel, guys, I would appreciate if you will subscribe, and you will have some more updates in my other stocks that I'm researching, and also some of my portfolio updates, so you'll be able to know what's my strategy for my stocks investments, and also for my dividend investments. And you will get an idea what are the stocks that I believe will have a growth potential in the future. So if you have some other ideas, please feel free to share as well, and we will really appreciate that. So thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will talk to you in my next video. God bless.